What's up, guys? How's it going? It is Matt here. So this is going to be the part 2 of how to survive a zombie apocalypse. But before I get into it, guys, let me know what you guys think of my new intro. I just created that today. So guys, comment below, tell me what you think of it. All right? So the last video we talked about the basic preparations, what you should probably be making in case a hypothetical zombie apocalypse actually hits home. Basically, we covered have a plan, have preparations, have gear, have a location to go to. That's basically what we covered, okay? So this video is specifically going to be about how to get to that bug out location before you get turned into a zombie. So let's get started. You work in an office, say you have your business attire on or whatever it is, and basically you're sitting in your office one day. I gotta paint the scene, guys. So you're sitting in your office one day, and then all of a sudden everyone's phone just beep. The TV you have for your guests to watch is beep. Emergency alert all over the place. And the report that comes across is kind of odd. It's basically saying there's been a series of cannibalistic attacks across the country. Please stay indoors. Let emergency services do their job. Do not interact with the humanoids attacking people. That's what it's going to basically say. So you're going to hear that, and the first thing you're going to say, if you're prepared, you're going to go, whoop, zombies. Most people are going to be like, huh? Are they talking about a new drug outbreak? But you, my friend, are prepared. So you go, zombies. I know it's zombies. Time to go. We're going to cover one scenario, one basic scenario, and that is to get the hell out of Dodge. Because if you take a look at any zombie movies or anything like that, it basically shows how quickly the zombie attack spreads. The quickest way to get away from the situation is to get out of the situation before it affects you and your family. So what you need to do as the prepared individual is, first things first, it's time for you to get out to your vehicle as quickly as you can, keeping close quarter security because you're going to kind of need it. You need to contact your family. Once you get in the vehicle, contact your family. Let them know, hey, meet us at our rally point. Meet us at the bug out location. Go now. I don't care where you are. We need to go now. Like I said, you're a good prepper, so you have a bug out location set up where you have supplies and ammunition and all that other stuff. Let's just say it's a family house out north. How's that sound? So you call up your family. We need to get out there right now as quickly as we possibly can. So what you need to do now is to, well, hopefully your vehicle is full of gas, but you need to step on that gas and floor it and get the hell out of there as quickly as you can. Get as far away from the populated areas as you possibly can, because the worst part of the outbreak, where it's going to originate, is in a very big populated area. Could be one person came overseas infected with it or whatever it is, and it spreads like a wave, like wildflowers. It just keeps going and going and going and going. So you need to quickly get to your country house out north where you have all your preparations, your supplies, your ammunition, you have a plan, you have hunting grounds, you have all that stuff. So you need to get out there, the place that's way outside of populated areas. So you get in your car and you floor it, you go, you get out there as soon as you can. Hopefully you also have some spare gasoline in your trunk, because that could kind of come in handy. Actually, you know what? Prior to moving, what you should probably do is grab all your important stuff from your trunk, whether it's the clothing that you need to do, put it on really quickly, because the office attire won't probably isn't the best selection of it. Grab that stuff, put that on, put your drop holster on, put your LBE on, grab your long gun. If you don't have a long gun, make sure you have a pistol on you. If you don't have something like that, you gotta have something. Axes, bats, you name it, you can grab, or hatchets, bats, whatever you can get. You need some sort of protection, because if these walkers are coming, you're gonna need to defend yourself. This is great because it can actually be used as a tool. You can actually cut down trees with it. I've done it many times before. You can hack with it and you could smash with it. So this is a good idea. You could even use it as a hooking weapon, all right? Hooking weapon, smacking. This is a great selection, some sort of hatchet, tomahawk, whatever it is. I'd recommend more like a hatchet because it's a heavier duty blade. Don't get a cheap one with a wooden handle. They break easily. Personal experience. Grab a good one, or grab a full-size axe. I have one of those too. So you're going to need some sort of close quarters protection, all right? So you get this. Oh yeah, another good thing about this type of stuff is they usually come with like some sort of sheath that you can actually put on your belt, right? So you can actually strap these on, okay? So you can actually carry this around you on a daily basis. But what would be more effective though? Probably this, right? So you're probably gonna want some sort of firearms with you, long guns, pistols, and melee weapons. You're gonna need it all because you gotta move and you don't know what type of situation you're gonna be coming up. You're moving, you're going as fast as you possibly can, trying to get out to the country house. You have a map, you have a plan written down. Your family has everyone in your family that's actually gonna be working with you, or your squad or your group or whoever your bug out team is, have a copy of it so they know how to get to the area where you need to live, and what's going to turn into your area of operations, your AO. Get moving as fast as you can. Now hopefully all you'll need is a car to be able to get there quickly, but what's more than likely is going to happen is on your way out there, you're going to come across some bad situations like blocked traffic because there's people trying to get out of Dodge just like you, or there's zombies trying to get out of chasing the people that are trying to get out of Dodge. So you're going to have a backup plan, which means a backup map too, okay? So you're heading out, you're getting close, you're about an hour, maybe 2 hours away from your objective. Well, three tops, all right? We'll give you that. So there's a possibility it could take a very long time for you to get out there. So what that means is you're still probably a couple 100 miles away. So what you need to do now is you're going up there and complete traffic blocks. You can't get around it, you can't escape. No matter what you do, you cannot escape and get out there. Now, hopefully you get lucky and you don't have to come across that, but we're just saying hypothetically worst case scenario, you get blocked in traffic, you cannot get out there. Next step that you have to do, yeah, guess what? You're dismounting and you're on foot. You are on foot with the clothing that's on your back, some sort of bug out bag, which I hope you actually prepared for with a bug out bag, with the appropriate layers, whether it's cold that year or summer or whatever it is. You need to have the appropriate layers, have backup ammunition, you need to have food source, you have a water source. Guess what? Now you're walking, so it could be a couple 100 miles, you might get lucky, it could be 50 miles. And maybe you'll be 30 miles away before you actually have to dismount and get out there. So you are on your way. I should probably throw this out there too. Possibly you could run out of gas on the way out there, so you're gonna need to stop at a gas station. And what could happen at a gas station? Well, according to all zombie movies, there's always going to be some zombie that's locked up in a closet somewhere, so you probably might not get much done with the gas. So maybe you'll get lucky and you'll be able to stop for gas, maybe not, and you'll have to get up and move. So you're moving, you're on foot now, you're dismounting. Now, a couple things you're going to want to do is pay attention to your surroundings, have a map, know where you are. You need to stay close to like a main road or something like that where you know the direction that road is going, where that main map is, or maybe you just know the area like the back of your hands if you're lucky. Most people don't nowadays. So you're dismounting, you have your gear, you need to stay in cover, okay? Which means you need to be in some sort of woodlands, or you need to have distance between yourself and the walkers. So you need to get in a place where they can't see you. All the movies, they show that the zombies can smell and all that other stuff, but if you really think about humans in general, how we are, our sense isn't that great. So I'm gonna base zombies off of real life humans, okay? So our scent isn't that great. Now, we have good visual, but we don't have great sense. Some of us have pretty good hearing. So you're going to want like a type of color of clothing, like let's say, stuff that could possibly blend in to the environment, so you can stay in that environment, you can stay out of visual view of the walkers. Now, all the movies show that, zombies walk, but let's just say they're more humanistic than really. That means they could probably run too. I don't know, their heart isn't working that good, it's not pumping blood like it should. Maybe they'll just walk, but we'll just say they run just in case, because this is, like I said, is the worst case scenario. So you need to go. You get into the woods, you get to wherever you can, a far enough distance away where you have distance between you and the walkers, and you try to stay in cover and concealment your entire way. You have to know the areas, have a map, be able to recognize areas, and have some basic land navigation skills. If you don't have that, you could look up online, you could buy books, you can do all the stuff prior to this and learn some land navigation skills. Then you gotta keep moving. You gotta keep moving and moving and moving to your AO, to your bug out location. Now, you're probably not gonna wanna stop. The reason, you might have to stop to take like a break every now and then, but everyone gets a bug out confused with living off the land. Bug out is basically getting from point A to point B as quickly as you possibly can. So what that means is you're probably not gonna want to stop, especially if there's zombies around, because they don't really have to sleep or anything like that. Well, we don't think so anyway. So they probably don't need to sleep or anything like that. So you're not going to be sleeping and unaware in the middle of the night, because then you'll probably wake up as a zombie, right? So you're probably going to want to keep moving, and it might take a day, it may take a couple days to get to your location. Now, we have to stop along the way? Yeah, you're going to have to stop along the way, but you're going to have to keep going. Are you going to be exhausted by the time you get there? Yeah, you're going to be exhausted by the time you get there, but you need to do it. Now, if you absolutely have to sleep, then you need to find a location, a building, something where you can actually board it up, and it has to be small. It can't be big, because like we've seen in all the movies, there's always a walker hidden in a closet or something like that that always comes and eats someone. So that's why you're going to want some basic tools, even something like a hatchet, okay? A hatchet can also be used as a hammer. Just be sure when you're going back, you're not slamming it into your shoulder when you're hammering, okay? Just keep that in mind. You can use hatchets for like hammers. Maybe you have a few tools with you. They're heavy, but maybe you get lucky. You know, but having tools like this will absolutely help a ton. So you need to board up the windows if you can, board up the doors if you can. You have to stay inside, and you have to clear the building, which means you have to go around closet to closet, building to building, getting headshots in if you see anything. Now, hopefully nothing happens. Hopefully you can actually rest in this area for a period of time. So what's your next move? Well, take a nap. You know, you're gonna have to you might want to limit it to, you know, a little bit of nap. If you're that tired, you might want to sleep a little bit longer. But remember, the longer you stay in one area, the more the zombies can swarm, and they're just gonna be spreading out all over the place, and the more that they can swarm. So you're not gonna want to stay in one place for too long. So you took your little nap. You clear the building before you get out, or not the building, but you look at the outside of the building. Make sure you are in the clear. Now you move. You keep moving. Your feet are going to be hurting. Change your socks. That comes in handy. Maybe you have some Motrin on you. That can help too. Get moving. Get back on your feet and keep going. Go, go, go. Don't stop for anything. Get to your location. If you come up to like towns and something like that, you're going to have to bypass them and try to go around. Or if you have, like, say, a hunting rifle or binoculars in your kit, or your binoculars handy, maybe you can scout out the town before you actually go in there, because maybe you get lucky and the swarms haven't gotten there yet. So you might be able to actually make through the town and possibly get a few supplies on the way. But you're going to want to find out first. So you're going to want to figure that out first with a little bit of recon. At the same time, you could just avoid the whole situation and bypass the town, then get back on track and get to your place. Now, you are lucky. You've gone unscathed, except your feet are killing you, your legs are sore, your back is hurting because you're walking. But guess what? You got to keep moving. So you keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. And eventually, you'll come to the location. You'll come to the area that you have planned, that you have set up and stuff like that. Now, one thing that you might want to have are codes for coming in and out. Like in the military, when we're coming in a combat zone, when we're going up to a certain area, we have challenge words, and we come up with random words that don't make sense. Like someone will say peanut butter, and the other person will say unicorn, you know, something like that. And you got to know these words. So when you approach the building, your family and your friends, and hopefully they got there before you, your family and friends are going to be waiting there, and when they see someone, they'll probably have a rifle on you, looking at you. They might recognize you at first, but they want to make sure you're not a walker. So they're going to have to shout out, peanut butter, and then you're probably going to have to shout out, unicorn, right? And then, okay, come on in. You get in there, and you survive with your family. Now, you're in your bug out location. You can finally get off your feet, you think. Not really, because now what you got to do is you got to fortify your position. You have to fortify the place, the area you're going to be operating. You have to have watches. You have to have all these supplies on standby. You have to be alert all the time. So you got to fortify them. You know, boarding up the windows, reinforcing doors. If you have a wall, reinforcing the walls. Probably a good idea is trying to black it out. So say if you have like fences, you might want like a wood fence up there or stone up there, so no one can actually see in to see what's in there, because once again, zombies are more like humans, so they're going to be relying on their sight for most of what they see. So if they see people moving around, they probably won't recognize what a building is, but if they see people, then they're going to go for the people. You know, they might recognize a building as a place that could have people, but if you have all the fortifications, you have watch, you have people standing watch, then you'll probably get lucky. You can probably get lucky and survive. Now, you're going to be in this area for a long time, and you're going to need a team. You could be stuck by yourself, but you're gonna need a team. It'll probably be the best resort to have a team. You're gonna need someone that knows how to hunt, someone that knows how to do basic maintenance, someone that knows how to do medical. You catch my drift? You need everyone to have their own little part, and you got to be able to shift up, or have a shift for watches, because you can't be alert 24/7. People are going to have to sleep, so you're gonna have to like 4 hours on, 4 hours off, 4 hours on, 4 hours off, 6 hours on, 6 hours off, whatever you want to do. You got to have like a cycle of a watch, constantly aware of what's going on around you, and you're going to want some sort of hunting rifle or precision rifle with an optic so they can actually see what's coming and engage it if they have to at a decent distance. Now, when you're at this building, you are going to be at this building for a very long time, so hopefully you have enough food storage because you've been prepping for a long time. Hopefully you have enough food storage, but you're probably still going to want gardens because you're going to need your vegetables, okay? You got to need your vegetables. You're going to need to know the area, which means you're going to have to go out and go hunting, which means you're going to have to scout, but don't do it alone. You're going to have to go with teams, okay? Teams with a firearm that will work good, whether it's an AR-15, AK-47, whatever it is. You're going to need something that you can actually engage walkers, multiple walkers if need be, and hold security on each other. So when you're doing these hunting trips, you're going to have to go out in teams, whether it's 2 or 3 people teams. You're going to need those teams, and you're going to constantly have to know your area, which means you're going to have to know every single part of your area, which means write a map, do a hand map, okay? Maybe you grew up in this house or whatever it is, and you know the area like the back of your hand. Still do a handwritten map because someone else in the house may not know that area, so you're going to want to write everything out and the exact paces and distances to different areas and stuff like that, or affected areas or whatever it is. So you're going to want that map. Now, you have a system. You have the parties that are going out every now and then, protective parties that are going out every now and then, scouts. Maybe you're finding actual survivors, and you can bring them in. Hopefully they're good people, because bad people may not be the greatest. So hopefully you're going to have survivors. Now keep in mind, just like my nuclear apocalypse thing, people are going to flock together in groups, and there's going to be no emergency services, which means there's going to be different types of groups. There could be religious cults that come out of it, there could be regular good people that come out of it, and there could be psychopaths that come out of it. So you need to be wary, and you need to know where all these various groups are. So guess what? You made it to your bug out location, you're surviving, your family's with you, your friends are with you, your platoon, your squad's with you. Now you have a long time to stay in that area. Like I said, you might want to keep scouting. You might have to run out for supplies every now and then. Just if you have to, try to avoid the very big populated areas or the biggest effective areas. Anyway, guys, I hope you like that video. I hope you like these shirts too, guys. Mine actually just came in the mail the other day. This is Matt's Zombie Response Team. So if you want, guys, a link will be down in the description below. So go ahead and click that, or click on that, guys. So if you like this video, like, share, subscribe, tell your friends about me, and remember, it's our responsibility to take care of each other and protect each other.